I am Sulley. I am a Ghanaian and I am a Dagomba by tribe. I completed the University for Development Studies in 2019. I am actually 32 years now, and today is July 16th, 2024. We are currently at the Chief Palace of Dallung. So I will be giving a brief background of the day, which is Fire Festival. Today marks the beginning of a new year in Dagbani, that's northern region in Ghana. So we'll be celebrating the Fire Festival. The Fire Festival has two historical underpinnings. One, it has a religious, that's the Islamic perspective, and then the traditional perspective, that's customs and tradition of Dagbani. So the Dagombas are hospitable. They are also flexible at tolerating new ideas. So due to that, they have accepted part of the Islamic religion to East culture. So now there's some kind of syncretism, cultural syncretism in Dagbani. So the celebration will be both Islamic and then Dagomba, through the Islamic and Dagomba tradition. So this ninth is the ninth of Bom Gwale. Bom Gwale marks the beginning of the lunar calendar in Dagbani. So that's why we greet each other to Yumpale to signify Happy New Year. Yeah, so this night a whole lot of activities will happen. First, all houses in the community will cook a whole lot of food. Then for the community, they eat, and then in the night like this, the inhabitants will gather around the chief palace to start the celebration there. First of all, as I said, it has two historical underpinnings. One, the Islamic belief is that it is celebrated to commemorate or to mark the landing of Noah's Ark, which was believed to have landed in the ninth. So therefore, the Islamic religion or Muslims celebrated to commemorate the landing of Noah's Ark. And it landed in the ninth, so they couldn't have seen. They lighted torches so that they can see the way through. The traditional underpinning is also that there was a chief who has lost his son. So, and as a matter of fact, the people wanted to search for the lost prince. So they lighted torches, as it was in the night, to search for the lost prince. So as for today, this night, we will be exhibiting that in Dallung here. So the celebration, as I said, will begin at the chief palace here with the chief lighting his torch and then putting it down so that all the inhabitants who are around will also light from the chief's torch. Then they move to the outskirts of the community so that they will actually move around the community and to the outskirts, just showing the torch up, signifying or signaling that they are searching for something. That's what will happen. And these torches at times are made by cousins and then nephews to their uncles, and then children also make the torches to their grandparents, so that the next day of the celebration, they will go to those whoever they have donated or they have given these torches to. They will give them a token. It could be guinea fowls, it could be fowls, it could be a token of money that they will receive from whoever they have given these torches to. And it is very important. Yeah. So for now, briefly, that's what I will talk about. The Fire Festival, which is Buon Cho in Dagbani. Buon means fire, Cho means festival. So Buon Cho means Fire Festival. So it is celebrated on the 9th of every month, like the Buon Gwale, 9th of the Buon Gwale. So today marks the 9th of the month, Buon Gwale. So we'll be celebrating it. Actually, the Dagbani or the northern territories were blessed with a lot of powerful magicians or sorcerers. So when it comes to celebrations of this nature, when the Fire Festival and other festival called the Dagomba Festival, they used to exhibit their powers in there. So as some of them could, their powers is that a cutlass can never cut off their arms, a cutlass can never penetrate through their body, or a gun can never penetrate through them. So during celebrations like this, they exhibit those powers. They stand for people to use cutlass on them to see whether it will actually cut off their arms or not. And unfortunately, some of them, their powers do fail them, but some people also succeed. As magic, it is something that is learned. We always learn the practice of magic or sorcery from high sorcerers. So people that we have learned it from are likely to have more powers than us. And as we are trying to exhibit it in public, people who have same powers and they are greater than us in power, they can subdue our powers, then we will have nothing left. You will be left with your natural body or your physical body, which a cutlass or something can easily penetrate through. So that is one of the reasons. So due to this, the chief of the community, Dallung, has prohibited the use of this sorcery or this magic or whatsoever in the celebration of the Fire Festival, as they receive a whole lot of casualties in the hospitals due to people trying to exhibit their prowess and all other things. So the chief, as a peaceful man and as a meaningful Dallung citizen, doesn't want to see any casualty, so has prohibited it in this year's festival. So we are likely not to be seeing this in this year's festival, but I know some group of people, I don't know whether to tag them as disobedient, they may like to exhibit this kind of powers. It is left unto them what the chief will do to them if they are grabbed. There are a whole lot of powers. I can't tell because I'm not one of the magicians or the sorcerers. I may not be able to elaborate more, but for us, we believe that magic should be used for something good, not for something abstract to trick people and then to cause harm. So maybe when you meet a powerful sorcerer or magician, you get more elaboration. Some Dagombas, or let me say some Northerners, have certain powers, as I said. This could be sorcery. Yeah, they have the power of vanishing anytime something harm is going to be caused. For instance, when they are in a bus moving, then the bus is about to have an accident or to be involved in an accident, they can vanish to anywhere they want. Then they will not be part of the accident or they will not get any casualty or whatsoever. Yeah, and then even in the plane, some people, due to their powers, when they are about to enter or to board the plane, or when the plane is about to take off, they easily vanish, thinking that something harm is going to cause to them. Yeah. Like I explained about the vanishing powers. So this woman was about to go to Mecca, that's to perform Hajj. That's the pilgrimage that Muslims usually go to Mecca to do. So when she was about to, when the plane was about to take off, this woman suddenly vanished back home. So everybody thought she was part of the plane that took off, not knowing that she was home. This is a story that I didn't see. I was not there I was not an eyewitness to it, but this was narrated. And we actually believe that there is vanishing powers. Yes, people do vanish. Yeah. Yes, so I think this story was narrated by one of the fellows, Ella. Yeah, she said that there was an incident that a certain man, through his powers, jumped to a very high tower, a high building, and then with his powers. So then he wanted to jump back, and he couldn't do that. He couldn't jump back because the powers seem to have been taken from him. He couldn't jump down again. Yeah, and as I explained earlier on, sorcery or magic is something that is learned. It is something that is also passed down. Someone can transfer magic or sorcery to you. Yes. So, and in as much as they have transferred it to you, they can equally take it from away from you. And when it is taken away from you, you just become like your physical self. There will not be any spirit attached to you. So you can't do something beyond human. Yeah. Like I said about magic, magic could be used for good or bad. So both the magic that is used for good and bad are being passed down from generation to generation. No, I don't know. But once a person is grown up and can learn, they pass it to the person. Even witchcraft is something that is passed on from people. Yeah, it is something that is transferable. They can transfer witchcraft powers to you. Sometimes they may even transfer or pass on these powers to a particular person, which he or she may not know. Sometimes it could be passed down by just giving something from the witch who is passing on the power to the other. It could just be a leaf or a gift that she's given to you. Then it means that's a power that she's given to you. Yes. For the Dagbani cultural practices, we always have communalism in it. Looking at this fire festival, like I said earlier on, the torches that will be used for celebrating the fire festival will be made by grand cousins, nephews, and even grandchildren. It will be made to the grandparents and the cousins and uncles. So in cases of this, there is some kind of communalism in it. Children do make it in group. Sometimes a child will come and present a torch to you. Another child will come and present to you as a group. So this is it portrays some kind of communism. And then looking at in the night, I said earlier on that the celebration of the festival commences at the chief palace with the chief, where all the inhabitants of the community gather there to start the celebration there, and then they move to the outskirts of the village. What is this if not communism? So there is a whole lot of communism in it, and even like I said earlier on, it has both Islamic or religious underpinning and customs and traditions are tied to it. So they do this all together. So I think that it is totally communism.